Hey Geminis, and welcome to your February 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I love, honestly, the feeling of Gemini's energy right now. Despite seeing some of these like heavier energies, I like what I'm seeing and I like what I'm feeling especially. What I feel for Gemini energy, as I did this reading as well as your 2019 year ahead reading, it was just easy to work with, and I enjoyed being there. I enjoyed doing it, and despite you're dealing with a lot, having Jupiter opposite you, and coming from Saturn being opposite you a few years ago in Sagittarius, you're very activated. You're very connected, very held up, propped up energetically. So that comes with a lot of pressure and a lot of just energy that can be like hard to know how to channel. And that's coming back in now, Gemini. So I think that you are going to be more protected than you realize now that it's Jupiter energy, more benefic, more abundant, more prosperous, through getting things in order here, because that's sort of what I've been saying for all of the signs and collectively for February. It's a lot about getting things in order. It's a lot about preparing the stage, a lot about making sure that you're surrounded by the type of people who are good for you, and just getting things ready. So it may not be the month where all of a sudden we're like, yeah, my life's perfect, yeah, I'm like really happy. For some of us it can, especially if we like used Capricorn time in like December and January to do this. But for most of us, there's a bit of a delay there. So this month deals a lot with preparing ourselves to be there. Getting our finances in order, getting our bills in order, debts in order, houses in order, living situations in order, relationships in order. Boundaries set, and sort of understanding what the rules and structures are, so that we can start thriving. We can start experiencing what's great, and really thriving through that. So think about how you can, Gemini. Think about how you can get things in order, and how you can start benefiting and start becoming more authentic with yourself. Directly, my eyes are going to Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and Queen of Pentacles. That whole middle section to me is lit up for you. So a transactional month where you're negotiating what your authenticity is. You're negotiating with yourself, I feel, and you're also negotiating with other people. So for those of you who are business owners, or for those of you who are like in corporate experiences, it's a good month for negotiation. I feel like it's a good month for being really clear on it and not allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. There is Seven of Swords there as well, so make sure you're really crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's when it comes to negotiations, and doing that as well for like people in your life and for yourself. Like, make sure you're not tricking yourself, you're not fooling yourself, like thinking, okay, I need this expensive house payment to feel like I am giving to myself, when in reality I can't afford that. Like, watch out for these types of negotiating habits with yourself or with others that ultimately don't benefit you in the long run. Or like, I need this toxic relationship because I'm afraid of having all this excess void time, so I'm going to take that toxic relationship because I'm scared of that emptiness. So watch out for that type of negotiating within yourself this month. That has to heal up here and now. I also feel there has to be an emotional healing for you in February, with King of Cups as your central theme. It says to me that the way that you process emotions, the way that you feel, the way that you react to things in life, that needs to have a level up this month as well. And it feels that by understanding these like transactional experiences with others, and by also maybe being shown, I feel with like Ace of Cups and Queen of Pentacles, like being shown an example of someone who does really well, or like meeting someone and sort of having just like a connection where you understand how to better process your emotional life, is again a huge blessing and benefic experience for you in the month of February, and something to aim for, something to seek out. I feel like seeking out people who somewhat have it emotionally together, or somewhat like understand some of the heavier implications of life, like no longer sort of constantly fraternizing with people who have no type of emotional understanding, or who don't see things clearly. You can't see things from a broader perspective, whatever that is for you. Having Jupiter opposite you will make you not have a lot of patience for like shallowness, or like very like stiff types of people. Again, those are very subjective concepts, but whatever you associate with those things, like just sort of understand that that's definitely on the table this month. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week Gemini, and we'll see what more specifically is coming up for you. First week of February, you have the High Priestess rooted down by King of Swords reversed. So, there's an integration of spiritual evolution and logical capacity happening. So integrating that spiritualism with logic is important, like understanding where you are, why you're there, and what those spiritual implications are, as well as more objective implications, or what do I want to say, like more worldly associations and worldly implications of where you are. There's like a strong understanding and perhaps philosophizing that happens in the first week of February, where you sort of more expansively understand what you're going through, and through that, it's more definable, like what you actually want in life. So I know that sounds a little bit broad, but that's what you are right now, Gemini, is that more broad sense of expression. So in the second week, you have Seven of Swords reversed, rooted down by Six of Pentacles. It's going to be really clear who's like for you and who's against you during that time. I also feel that, the give and take in relationships will be really clear. And you might also be called to have some kind of compromise as well, for those of you who are coupled. And if you're single, I feel like it is a good time to maybe stay single, like watch out for quickly forming relationships during that time. And really keep your eyes out for who might be taking from you, or who might be not out for your best interest. Also, like, are you out for your best interest? It's a great time to understand, like, where your interests lie, what they are, and how you and the people around you are contributing to those interests. So keep that understood during that time. And I feel by the third week of February, it's important to implement whatever you've learned. So Queen of Pentacles rooted down by Six of Wands reversed. Now is a time to be out for your best interest, and a time to be prioritizing that and prioritizing your authenticity. I feel like your confidence and your projection to the world has perhaps been inhibited by not really prioritizing what's best for you. So work on that priority now, work on that new sense of self-growing, and keep yourself healthy. I feel like, again, February for almost everyone is a health month. So we're letting go of that 2018 energy spectrum. We're coming towards the astrological new year, where we can hopefully start anew and have a new sense of discovery. So, really letting go of old unhealthy patterns, addictive cycles, and starting to supplement what we lack is so important during that time. And I think that you are innately gifted at doing that. Queen of Pentacles is a sign that, the space is going to be created for you to heal. You're going to have an intuitive understanding of what needs to heal. So follow through on that. Week number 4, you have Ace of Wands reversed, rooted down by Ace of Cups. I love it when two aces come together in one week. It says that it's such a grand type of new beginning. So through the work that you're doing over these first 3 weeks, Gemini, you have a huge beginning that starts to manifest in the first week, and I feel like it carries you throughout the whole entire next month. So new creative beginnings, new emotional beginnings, so like new relationships I could definitely see. Relationships where there is an emotional understanding and also a carnal attraction. I feel like you can finally have that. But I also feel that some of you feel like it's hard to have that. Like you either have, an attraction to someone, and it's like hard for it to be like emotional and physical. So like integrating physical and emotional attraction starts within. It starts with healing the relationship with yourself, because sometimes it's not even so much about what the other person offers. It's about, like, are we going to allow this to be something that is satisfactory for us? Like, have we come to a place in our lives where we can accept satisfaction, and we can, no longer see trauma and pain as motivation? So you're working on motivation during that time, and you're working on like sealing the deal with something, I feel like, and beginning anew. So, allowing yourself satisfaction, allowing yourself to have processed your life and your experience to where you can experience satisfaction, and also not settle. Don't settle during that time, and don't settle for something that is no longer right for you. Again, King of Cups is your central theme. It's all about, having processed everything emotionally, having grown, having evolved, and having seen your reactions come with that, like reacting to things now in a way that doesn't spur this like trauma motivation cycle, in a way that keeps you prolific in yourself, like really growing, healing the insufficiencies, healing the past trauma, and no longer needing that in the future becomes your goal for this month, I think. And it feels like you get it in order here. So just whatever it takes to get those things in order and to see yourself in an environment where you can flourish more is your mission for this month, Gemini. And whatever that entails for you, it's going to be different for everyone. Anyway, I so hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day. If you want to see the 2019 Year Ahead series, you can click the center of your screen, as well as find the 2019 Year Ahead Meta Companion that I did. It's great. I go month by month, and I give tarot cards for each month, so be sure to download that if you get the opportunity. Again, all of that stuff is in the center of the screen, as well as below in the description box. So thank you so much, Gemini. We'll be talking soon. Bye.